Today we're going to talk about a screen time reboot for your body. Come on. This causes a lot of neck pain. See this position I'm in? It causes a lot of discomfort for people. This isn't doing you any favors. Working on these things, this hunch posture, also not good. So what is a screen time reboot? Well, it's me teaching you some ways to combat the stress you experience from sitting all day or being in front of your screen all day. So let's think about our bodies when we're sitting. We'll simplify it. Our hamstrings in the back of the leg, they're shortened, as well as our hip flexors. That's gonna make them tighter. Our glutes and our low back, they're not engaged, they're not firing. That's gonna make them weaker. So one of the best things we can do if we're sitting a lot for our lower body, it's gonna be stretch the hamstrings and the hip flexors and strengthen the glutes and the low back. So let's take a look at how to do that. All right, so most of you already know how to stretch your hamstrings, whether you knew that's what it was called or not. Just put one leg or both legs out in front of you, keep your lower back straight, lean down as far as you can to the toe. If you can't get there, grab your shin. But if you can get all the way down, go for it. Sometimes it's easier to sort of rock into it and out of it, especially if they're really tight. You gotta warm them up a little bit. Make sure you do both sides, always. A good one for the front, the hip flexors here, and the abs. It's also gonna help get that arch back in your lower back. It's just laying on your stomach and arching your back up like this. Try to keep your head up too. Get that curve back in your neck. An often overlooked muscle or muscle group are our hip flexors. They're the muscles that pull our hips forward like that. One of the best ways to stretch these is the lunge. So you're gonna step one foot in front of you. You can spread them out apart more if you need a better stretch. You can drop your back knee down if you need more stability. And if you want to really take it to the next level, I want your attention here, lean your upper body away from the side you're stretching, so towards the front leg, and hold that there. It's also a good exercise in stability. So strengthen it now. We want to strengthen our glutes and our low back. So we're going to look at squats and straight leg deadlifts. Squats, pretty simple, right? You're just squatting down. But two things to really keep in mind. Don't let your knees come in front of your toes. That'll put a lot of stress on the knees. And you want to let your butt or your tailbone sit down first. Keep your chest up. Now you can just hold this. You're going to get some good strengthening in the glutes. Or you can actually have some weights in your hand and just kind of pulse up and down like that. So those are the squats. Straight leg deadlifts. You're going to keep your legs straight, hence the name. Grab some weights. They don't have to be too heavy. Keep your chin, chest up, and you're just going to lean down as far as you can and back up. You're also going to get a good stretch in the hamstrings when you do this too. Now, if you're experiencing something like sciatica, pain going down into the legs, even all the way down to the feet, you'll actually want to stretch the glute on that side as well. It's really easy. You can do it seated. I like to do it on the floor also. Just cross the affected side over the opposite knee and pull that knee up till you feel a good stretch in there. And hold that, breathe through it. May as well switch it up to the other side too. Oh yeah, that's tight. So we went over some things to do for the lower body, and now we're gonna look at the upper body. Same kind of principles here. When we're hunched forward like this, the muscles in the front of the chest and the shoulders and the neck, they are shortened. They're gonna get tighter. Meanwhile, the muscles in the back of the shoulders and the upper back are stretched out. They are going to be weaker. So we wanna stretch the front, strengthen the back. So let's take a look at that now. Okay, so strengthening the upper back. It's pretty simple. If you have some dumbbells at home or some resistance bands, these will work great. Hunching over a little bit, still looking forward. Grabbing onto those weights. You're gonna bring your arms up like you're trying to touch your shoulder blades together. Another thing you can do, again, with those bands or with those dumbbells is raising these up to the side as well as straight in front of you. You're gonna strengthen all those muscles around the shoulder blades and in the back of the neck. So let's look at a good way that we can stretch these muscles in the front of the neck and the front of the shoulder and the chest. One really easy one you can do, standing, again, with good posture. Always start with good posture. If we're gonna do this side here, lean your head to the other side. Right when you get to the end range there, reach this hand down until you feel these muscles here into the shoulders. So again, all those, you wanna do them on both sides. Let's look at another great way to stretch these muscles here in the front. One of my favorite stretches for the front of the chest and shoulder, even a little bit of the side of the neck here, is up against a wall or a doorway like this. Just gonna place your arm up here, starting with good posture. Take a little step forward, look straight ahead. And once you get a good stretch in the chest and the shoulder, you can lean your head back and away, and then you'll start to feel it down in these muscles on the side of the neck there. Again, hold that 20, 30 seconds. Make sure you switch sides, do both sides always with these stretches. So while there are a lot of other stretches and exercises that can help these areas, these are some of my favorite. They're really basic, they're really easy to do. But personally, I like doing something like yoga that also combines the benefits of stability and strength in multiple body areas. So please, I encourage you to find a yoga practice, you can find them on YouTube. And I hope that you've enjoyed this video. If you found it helpful, please share it with someone that you think may benefit from it. I'm Dr. Chris Powell, and we'll see you next time.